3, 2, 1, end of test. King with a go.
Well, hello there, and welcome to another edition of Warbird Wednesday. My name is Fred Bell. I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum, and today, continuing to talk about interesting aircraft, we're going to talk today about the F-101, the Voodoo, a McDonnell product, and it was really a transition aircraft more than anything else. But first, talking about my beanie, we're really getting into like animals, like zoo animals here, Jason.
Elephant. Elephant.
So of course, we give these to the kids and in our school programs, and that's part of the deal. I have to wear that hat. That came out of COVID, and it is a tradition that Jason relishes, my cameraman. Now, we're going to be talking today about the F-101, the Voodoo, the Voodoo. And this airplane actually had some Voodoo. I'll go ahead and throw up a plan view. Greg can throw up a plan view of the aircraft at home. I actually have an airplane today that we're talking about. It was developed from the XF-88 project. Now, to give you an idea, this project started in the late 1940s as a long-range bomber protector. That was kind of the idea. But it had an extremely long development period. Its first flight was in 1954. There were 807 of them built. They saw all kinds of modifications, but this is one of those Century Series aircraft that is really just a transition to something else. And the reason was, the Cold War, and technology was changing really fast. And so higher, faster, further, that was the mantra of the day. And there is no question this aircraft set a speed record in 1957 of 1,207 miles an hour. This thing was very fast. Actually, later in its life, that speed was a good thing, but the airplane had all kinds of design issues. It was one of those airplanes that when you talk about it, Voodoo, this thing actually had some Voodoo in it. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the spindle here, and I'm going to talk about my salute today. And my salute is all the folks at McDonnell. This aircraft was just a progressive series of aircraft that they built. They were an exceptional company. And of course, we're going to talk about a stepping stone aircraft, the F4, where this aircraft was a stepping stone to the F4 Phantom. And that was arguably one of the most significant designs in the last 75 or 80 years. So today I'm going to salute them with Frosty Blue Cream. What is a blue cream soda? It does have a California Redemption, so this is not ancient. 190 calories. So if you work for McDonnell, I'm going to salute you, and I want you to jump up, grab yourself a Frosty, and here's to you. Thank you so much.
Guess what I got? Frosty's Blue Cream Soda.
Again, another one that, Jason, if you would chill these, they might actually not be as offensive as they are.
Your cool invitation to refreshment
by Frosty.
Another sip for those McDonnell folks. Now, the Voodoo saw mostly a Cold War life, but its big contribution, it went through a lot of modifications, and we'll talk about its really nasty problem that it had. But really, and you can argue with me in the test bed, or in the comments, it was a test bed aircraft and a continuation, or ready to get a continuation for the F-4 Phantom. Look at the twin engine tail design. There's a lot of things on this aircraft that carried over to the F-4, and you can argue with me in the comments, but I want to say that the 101 was really where they sorted out a lot of design concepts for the F-4, and the F-4, of course, was one of the most successful aircraft, fighter bombers, fighter interceptor, whatever you want to call it, in the history of all the services, to be perfectly honest. The big problem with the Voodoo was in a high angle of attack, the aircraft would pitch up. And they did a bunch of other modifications of the airplane. They put a dampener on that. They finally sorted it out, put a dampener on it, but it never really solved the problem. The two-seat version, which was a reconnaissance aircraft, and some other roles, would go on to serve for quite a bit of time. The Canadians kept them until 1984. But as far as a fighter, it was too squirrely to go on very long. It did see an appearance in Vietnam. It did do some work in Vietnam. It was so fast that it could pretty much run away from the MiGs, but then they made some changes to it that slowed it down, brought the altitude down, made it a little bit more susceptible to MiGs, but it was not a good fit for Vietnam, so it didn't see a lot of action there, and at that point, the aircraft faded into history. We are chasing a 101. If you have one sitting in your backyard, we would love to have it to finish our collection of Century Series fighters that we have in the museum. So we're actually in the market for a 101. If you have one or you know of one, let us know, because we actually want one. Now, if you are at home and you are thinking about building all these cool airplanes, don't build models, build a puzzle, and you can build them all. They're all on here, very neat. This one is suitable for framing. It's summertime. It's a great thing to give the kids. So click on that link, and Jason will happily cut one of these out and send it to you. But he won't really cut it out, but he will send it to you. And I am standing in front of an F-102, which is another major Cold War air. We cannot do all this stuff without your donation. So if you'll click on that link in the comments and give us a few bucks, we would greatly appreciate it. If you came across us on YouTube and you like what you see, which is an aircraft overview with minimal production, and we get right to the point and then we get out, go ahead and give us a subscription, give us a comment. We love your comments, or forward us to somebody that you know will like the same kind of comment. Same thing on Facebook and Instagram. Give us a like or a heart and give us your comments. We could certainly use it. If you are teaching the kiddos at home, in the description down there, there are links to our educational booklets. We encourage you to use those. You can teach an entire segment, or you can take pieces out and teach a kids that way, especially for the summer. There's a lot of great summer projects in there. Those are free, so we want you to use those. My name is Fred Bell. I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
3, 2, 1, end of test. King with a go.